High school is a time of self-discovery and personal expression, and what better way to make a statement than with a customizable car? Whether you're dreaming of a sleek and sophisticated look or an attention-grabbing ride that reflects your personality, we've got you covered. If you are a high schooler, you probably don't have a large budget. Project cars can be quite expensive on their own, let alone after they have been modified. However, if you know where to look, you can do a project car on the cheap. Hi guys, welcome to Finest Vehicles. Today we will look at best customizable cars for high schoolers. And stay tuned, because somewhere in this video we will present a fun fact that you will find very interesting. Number 10. The 7th generation Honda Civic, starting at $2,000. For decades, garage tuners have relied on various generations of the Honda Civic, and there's a very good reason for this. They're already very well built from the factory, and the Scion type or variants have serious performance. There are also a lot of off-the-shelf parts and modifications that can be made to them, both cosmetically and functionally. The 7th generation Civic, which was produced from 2001 to 2005, is the most practical model for constructing a low-cost project. On the used market, these cars can be purchased for as little as $2,000, though more valuable models can cost $10,000 or more. Number 9. The Lexus IS300, starting at $5,000. The Lexus IS300 may not be the obvious choice for someone looking for a low-cost vehicle that can be easily customized. However, the IS300 has an advantage that most other cars in its class do not have. Purchasing one of these will provide you with a vehicle powered by the legendary 2JZ engine. The IS300 is possibly the most affordable way to own a car with a 2JZ engine, and the number of modifications available for these engines is virtually limitless. On the used market, a Lexus IS300 can be had for as little as $5,000, with really good examples fetching $10,000 to $11,000. Given that this car has a 2JZ engine, that's an incredible deal. A tune one of these with some serious engine mods could pose a serious threat to some legitimate sports cars that are much more expensive. Number 8. The Ford Focus, starting at $1,000. Regardless of where you are in the world, it appears that you will always come across a modified Ford Focus. The Focus is one of the best-selling cars in many countries, and as a result, many of them end up as the foundation for a low-cost project car. There are numerous options for personalizing them, both cosmetically and functionally. Early Focus models can be had for as little as $1,000. However, if you want a later model or one in excellent condition, you'll have to pay a lot more. While they won't give you the best performance, they are a lot of fun and can be made to look absolutely wild with some cosmetic changes. Number 7. The Subaru Impreza, starting at $5,000. For years, the Subaru Impreza, particularly in WRX and WRX STI forms, has been a popular budget project car for enthusiasts. Many versions of the car are inexpensive to begin with, and there are numerous options available on the market to make them look cooler and go faster. Early Imprezas can be had for as little as $5,000, though a higher performance model will set you back a little more. Whichever model or generation you choose, you'll have a great low-cost foundation for a car that can be customized to your heart's content. Number 6. The Toyota GT86, Scion FRS and Subaru BRZ, starting at $10,000. Since its introduction, the Toyota Tabaru, as it is sometimes called, has been a mainstay of the small, low-cost sports car market. It was also purposefully designed to be highly tunable, and as a result, it has an infinite number of customization options on the market. This is especially true for performance upgrades, where you can find supercharger kits and other common upgraded parts. On the used market, you can get a first-generation Subaru BRZ for $10,000, with the best examples costing up to $36,000. Naturally, if you want a second-generation one, you'll have to pay even more. This means it isn't the most affordable option on this list. However, it is one of the coolest because with a little tuning, these cars can be as good as those that cost twice or three times as much. Number 5. The Mazda MX-5 Miata, starting at $4,000. The Mazda MX-5 Miata is an excellent choice for anyone looking for a low-cost and dependable sports car. It is also a great foundation for a low-cost project car. There are numerous customization options available for these vehicles, ranging from cosmetic changes to full-on engine swaps. It also doesn't hurt that the Miata is known for its dependability. Earlier Miatas are incredibly cheap. In some cases, you can get one for as little as $4,000. More recent ones won't break the bank either, with a great one still available for less than $30,000. Whichever route you take, you'll get a car that's inexpensive, cheerful, dependable, and ripe for customization. Number 4. The Audi A4, starting at $2,000. The B5 generation Audi A4, like the Lexus IS300, is a car you might not think of when looking for a cheap car to do some fun modifications to. However, these cars are relatively inexpensive these days, and they, like any other VW Group model, are very easy to customize. This is especially true for models equipped with the 20V turbo engine, a VW Group staple of the time that is extremely simple to tune. Surprisingly, the B5 A4 is one of the simplest and least expensive cars on this list to obtain. You can get an early example for as little as $2,000, and top-end examples of later versions rarely cost more than $10,000. Add in the massive amount of customization available because it's a VW Group vehicle, and you've got the foundation for a fantastic project car that won't break the bank. Number 3. The BMW 3 Series, starting at $1,000. While the B5 generation Audi A may fourth not come to mind as a good, low-cost project car, the E46 generation BMW 3 Series certainly does. The E46 is one of the most popular generations of the 3 Series, and it's easy to see why. They have a strong owners community, and it's very easy to get both cosmetic and performance upgrades for them. If you want to keep things as cheap as possible, an M3 is unlikely to be available. However, the more powerful end of the non-ME46 cars can be found at rock-bottom prices. The most affordable E46 cars start around $1,000, but you'll need to spend around $7,000 to $10,000 to get one of the faster non-M models, such as a 330i or 330ci. Whatever version of the E46 you choose, you'll get a car with nearly limitless customization options. Number 2. The Volkswagen Golf GTI, starting at $9,000. In stock form, the Volkswagen Golf GTI is already a fantastic value for money. Add in the fact that you can easily customize these cars, and it becomes an even more appealing option. Because these are VW Group models with a strong owner community, you won't have to look far to find customization options, and some of those can significantly improve its performance. A Golf GTI Mark VI example can be had for as little as $9,000. Of course, if you want a really nice one, you'll have to spend considerably more, and given that these are still relatively new vehicles, that is a steal. Before we go to the number 1 on this list, here's the fun fact of this video. Did you know that the average American spends nearly 2 weeks of his or her life stuck at red lights? Of course, that is better than waiting in line at the DMV. And now, for number 1. The Audi TT, starting at $3,000. The Audi TT is another of those cars that isn't thought of as a good, low-cost foundation for a project car, although it has that potential. The TT shares many parts with other VW Group vehicles that are popular with tuners. This includes the earlier model's 20V turbo engine. As a result, you won't have to look too hard to find bits and pieces for it that will make it look better or significantly improve its performance. Even on the used market, newer TTs can be quite expensive. However, early models can be purchased for as little as $3,000. Any TT model from its history will make an excellent project car, and early ones in particular can be customized without breaking the bank. Which one would you like to own? Give your opinion in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Then please like and subscribe for more of the best new vehicle videos here at Finest Vehicles.